Okay, both my Minecraft and my mic were off. Okay, thank you for telling me, Jack. I don't know why anybody else didn't say anything. Okay, great. Now on the return trip, I get to tell you all the things that you didn't hear me say the first time. Nice. Thanks, Jax. This is my first stream in a while, so yeah, there's gonna be things like that. Yeah. Yeah, good times. Yeah, this is Spawn Village. I was explaining. I'm not gonna show too many of the builds. I'm just gonna casually walk through here. I don't know who belongs to what, but yeah. This is Spawn Village. That is the horse I'm thinking about stealing. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to show too many of the houses. I did point out Boy Manor over there because it's the tallest building currently. I will show off this little tower right here because it's like a public observation tower. I think Jax built it, maybe. Yeah, that's what I was pretty sure Jax built it. Jax, the guy in the chat right now, you can go find his. How do I get up on top? Okay, there's a ladder. It's a little dark for me. Yeah, you can go up here. And you can get a pretty good view of the village. Yeah. All right, that's enough for Spawn Village. We'll go talk about the Birch House again. Oh, what's up here? Is this new? I don't think I was up here when this was up here when I came last. Interesting. I was gonna say I'll just jump off, but I think it might be far enough to kill me. Very nice, Jax. Oh, I should be in voice chat probably in case anybody wants to be on stream with me. I don't know if that's a thing, if people want to do that, but you never know. People might join in. I think some of the late night guys will probably join later too. People like Lever and what do you call it? Rex and EnhancedRain, so they usually get on later in the evening. Yeah, the Spawn Village looks really good. It's come a long way in the month or whatever. The server has been going on. This is the Birch House. Oh, I was supposed to get some deliveries. Oh, nice. I sold who was it? Jomica maybe? No, somebody. I don't remember. I sold them some man, I love RTX. The puddles, I love it so much. So this is the Birch House. It is not finished, obviously. It has a couple of different floors. We have a lot of things planned for it. We just haven't gotten together to play yet. It's so hard because me and Judd and DrJanCyan, we have such very different schedules because they're both in Europe and I'm in the US, obviously. And the puddles look so good. We want to put a roof on it. It's still up in the air what kind of roof. It's been debated by me that it should be an emerald block roof. And I think that'd be cool. Yeah, this is a Boy Manor. It's the tallest building in the village currently. Until we put the roof on this, it will be the tallest. But yeah, I wanna knock this out pretty soon. You know what's up with the pile of crafting tables? That's Judd. He's the crafter. I I don't know if I should show you all the underground stuff here at Spawn. Spawn is this huge labyrinth of tunnels and secret stuff, right? That it's insane how much digging has gone on underneath Spawn. I think Jomica showed it in his video, so if you haven't seen it, you should go there and see his elaborate tunnel system he built. Yeah, I love RTX so much. I've only recently gotten into using it again, so this is my secret tunnel. Don't tell people. Now, all the fun facts that I told you about my tunnel on the way here. So, this tunnel is approximately 4,200 blocks long. I don't know how many blocks that is, but it's 7 wide and 7 tall. I don't know if it runs under people's bases. I didn't check with anybody. I just did it. If it does run under your base and you do plan on digging down to bedrock, please let me know. I will move it somewhere else. I spent a lot of time digging it. I dug it through a deep, dark biome where I got killed by a warden a bunch of times. I had to just swing my hoe in every direction to try to kill the sensors. I eventually did and was able to get through it. It's amazing how only like 50 blocks wide is enough to just summon a warden. It is such a small, deep, dark biome that it's, yeah. Like I said, it's 4,200 blocks long approximately, and 7 by 7, 7 wide and 7 tall. It, like I said, I didn't check with anyone. I didn't look at coordinates to see if it goes under people's bases. I didn't do any of those things. If it goes under my base, I'll reroute it somewhere. Yeah, if it's under somebody's base and they plan on digging down, because this is bedrock right here. It's the top layer of bedrock. If they plan on digging down this far, I absolutely will reroute it. If I've gone under somebody's base, but I just, I needed a way to spawn, and I needed like kind of a project to get me through the time where we couldn't stream and couldn't. OBS Studio disconnected. I don't like that. Okay, reconnected successfully. I hope I'm still live everywhere. I'm the opposite way. You're under the massive. I think I might be under like JP maybe, and I think he's doing Sky-based stuff, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. And I might be under either EnhancedRain or DealxGaming. But I don't think either one of them are going to dig down this far. I dug down all the way to... Yeah, it really just goes straight back from the birch house. And then, like, it goes negative. But yeah, a lot of people are back over that hill behind Spawn Village, which I think like DLX is back there, Jomica is back there, JP is back there, and maybe EnhancedRain. Maybe I can't remember where he is, but the I think the slimes look cool in this pack. I'm gonna say that till the day I die. I think they look cool. If it was brighter in here, they'd be real like translucent. Maybe I'll show my personal in portal. I have my own in portal. Not that I am going to go to the end a lot, but because RTX just doesn't work in the nether and end. Yeah, this is vanilla RTX. I think this is the normal version of it. Oh, that's not where it is. Still like another 100, 200 blocks. Yeah, this is I can send it to you, Jax. Remind me later when I'm not streaming. I'm gonna do some. I downloaded the hardened clay glow where that stuff glows, so I'm gonna use that for a lot of the lighting and get rid of the torches. Because RTX doesn't do hidden lighting, but I also don't like torches. So I'm gonna do a lot of those things. This is. I should show you this without the RTX on because it looks wild. Like you just see these little lights everywhere, right? And I thought that looked really cool. Like it's just like this, but it's just open cave, and those are just torches off in the distance, obviously. Like I said, I hope to like do a lot of more fancier lighting. I'm gonna turn down my RTX a little bit. But yeah, it's just open cave right here. Yeah, I have my own nether portal. I have Skelley horses. I need to put up some kind of safety rails. Maybe I'll put like iron bars and stuff. I think the iron stuff looks really cool. Yeah, this is by a guy named Cube IR. And it's called Vanilla. It's called Vanilla RTX or RTX Vanilla or something like that. But yeah, like I said, I want to do some fancy lighting things, and I need to adjust my villagers so I can just trade for the clay because I don't want to dig it up because I'm lazy. Yeah, I need to decide what colors and things. But now it's time to get back to map art, right? So like I showed the house, I showed the work area. I haven't done too much. Like I said, I've been holding off from doing things because I didn't want to do a lot of things. I mean, I know I built a stacked iron farm, but the server has been up for about 5 weeks, I think is right. I mean, I spent like a week off the server because I had some family funerals and things to do, so maybe only like 4 weeks for me. This tunnel probably took about a week and a half, maybe. I have a lot of my time I just spend just piddling around doing things, digging dirt and doing digging things. I flattened out the map art area. Like I said, I think all these torches look terrible. But in non-RTX, I don't need them because the jack-o'-lanterns glow. Yeah, that is awesome. I needed some more choker shells. Ha! I haven't gone in raiding. I know a lot of people have gone in raiding. Yeah, I did a lot of digging. People thought I was AFK, but I was just digging heads down, man. Just heads down digging. Yeah, I spent a lot of time digging. You could almost say too much time digging. We don't want to go out there. It's dark out there. And like the map art area, even though it is lit up, right? So like mobs won't spawn on it, like hostile mobs, anyways. You can't see anything if you're in RTX because hidden lighting doesn't work. So like lights underneath the carpet don't show up. What letter are we gonna do? I didn't even look and see what was left. We don't want that. Yeah, so like hidden lighting under here doesn't work in RTX. RTX, unfortunately. But man, it looks so good, right? It's really almost too bad. Yeah, I actually did build a I built a different iron farm. I already just, this is like my, let's see, I'm on the 3rd or 4th day. Got your iron farm build, now setting builders, waiting for glimpses one. I actually built a previous iron farm, right? So like those 4 right there weren't my first one. Man, see, that's the problem with like streaming, is I get distracted easy. I shouldn't have so many shiny things, right? I'll show you where the original iron farm was. It's still there, sort of, right? And then this is the last thing I'm going to show everybody. I actually did make a video, I just didn't ever fully edit it. Look how good that looks, right? I actually had a previous iron farm to those 4 iron farms. Oh, I talked all about those earlier and my mic was off. Oh, man. Maybe I'll make a tutorial about those 4 iron farms. People are always trying to get me to make a very small stacked iron farm. I talked all about those villagers earlier. So this was my first iron farm right here. This is my my little ice farm. And I had villagers all right here lined up inside the walls right here. These are some villagers I'm going to use for a later project, so that's why they're still here. I had a zombie in here that was like, that I used to like cure and get discounts and stuff. But yeah, I had a full iron farm right here. This was like just a few days in, right? I built this early on. This iron farm went through so many iterations. I don't know if people would like to see that kind of stuff. I don't really know. This was my underground area where like I farmed stuff and I had a bunch of chests down here. This is where I would go hunt glow squid. Man, this water is not very clear, is it? About as clear as mud. But yeah, I would hear. I should adjust that resource pack. Oh, we're gonna die. Wow, we almost died. Which is ironic because there's like a ladder right here, right? Yeah, I would go hunt squid under there. Wow, we totally almost died. I need to adjust my my water thing. I think I have it on mixed, and what I should have had it on was clear. Because it is going under there is not good. Yeah, I've been playing around with the RTX stuff, and you can have it set to clear or mixed, and I don't think mixed is the way to go. Because that was terrible. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll show. I have a bunch of downloads, and it shows all the iterations of this. I don't know if people want to see that. Maybe I'll make a video about that. Even though I hate editing videos, I'll just make it simple. Yeah. Okay. So I did have this iron farm before, and it's set up as a trading hall and thing. Like I said, this was the. Yeah, I was using that to chop ice. This was the ice farm where I made a bunch of ice. I have since taken out the stairs. It's no longer functional. I just need to tear it up. But if you, that was my sleep shack. So like, if I was getting attacked by polar bears or creepers right here, like there used to be a door right there. So like if they were like guarding the door, I would swim underwater and go to the sleep shack and get out that way. If you look right there where those logs are, there's a monument, and I'm probably going to build a monument farm at some point. Yeah, the clear is much better. I think I might have just been playing around with it and just didn't ever switch it back. Yeah, the clear is definitely the way to go. The underground version of your Stormbreaker iron farm? Man, the Stormbreaker, that's been a hot minute. That's an old farm. I mean, it still works because I design iron farms to last, but that's a. But yeah, so I guess we'll do. Man, I don't even remember what all letters are done yet. Is this where we go up? This ain't where we go up. Yeah, I was not paying attention. Here's where we go. It's so easy to get lost. Yeah, okay. There's not a lot of people on, so I don't mind getting my cam count on. You know, all this used to be like a taiga biome, like a snowy taiga, and like I picked this area partly because it was so terrible. Because like nobody likes to build in the snow, so I knew I'd be kind of like by myself over here, and I could kind of just do whatever I want. Yeah, I have a monument over there underneath the ice. It's underneath the ice. Yeah, that that's why I picked this area because of the monument. I knew nobody else would want it, and I knew nobody would build very close to me because nobody likes to build in snow. That's just not a thing people like to do. Well, I guess I don't. I haven't made Y. I know I haven't. Yeah, I have a monument underneath that ice. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the center line. That's why I have it marked out right there. But I also have it marked out with pumpkins. So I know where. Like I have this whole like geometric pattern, right? So that to the pumpkins that I don't have that to show off, but because I'm not clearing all these, but I have a very geometric pattern to so that like if I'm pulling up a carpet and I don't see a particular like if I see grass instead of pumpkin, I know I'm in the wrong area. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. I don't know how much people like about map arts and stuff. Like if they like watching it, I thought I would do this and see if people were into it. But yeah, I do. I do have a monument over there. I really wanted to get all these letters and things because that's step one in decorating my farming area here. Is that I want to get all my chests sorted and I want to get my lighting sorted and then I'll start like doing things like taking down that monument and stuff. Yeah, look how dark it gets. See, and there's the midpoint right there. This is the midpoint of the. Like I said, see, like these right here run that way too. Isn't that cool? That's how I use like stuff underneath the. I always use lights and stuff underneath the carpet to so that I know where I am. I also have an outpost that's just a little ways over that hill somewhere. Oh yeah, 100%. Like because that way I don't ever have to like I know where I am. Like I know these are the horizontal things that go here, and they go all the way to the edge of the map. Yeah, 100%. It is so like doing a little bit of that stuff like when you first start pays off big time. I think the letters are coming along. I didn't really care for the J. I might redo that one. But all the rest of the letters have been super good. I kind of like piggybacked on the here's what a lot of what I do. So I start with a letter. I started with H, right? So I start with H, and then I build off of that, so that I have to tear up the least amount. Now I did blank this whole thing just so that for the stream. I don't know how many letters I'm going to build here on stream. Maybe just like one or two to kind of show how I use one letter to go to the next one. So after we build the Y, we'll probably use it to build the X, right? Because they have very similar structures. So you can generally just go from one to the next. I don't have a tutorial or anything about it, but... Yeah, it's just so much of this is just tedious work like this, and I don't know if people like because people will see the letters at the end and they'll be like, oh, that's cool, I want those, and then you know like I'll just sell them a set or whatever. They don't fully understand how much work went into it. I probably spent like I don't know 8, 10, 12 hours yesterday. I don't remember how many hours, but it was so many hours cranking these out. That'll take 2 or 3 days to finish all the letters and the numbers and all the things. What's up, JP? JP, fellow BrokeRocker, you can find the links to his channels down in the description. Like I said, I tried out that new elements, stream elements. I tried out their new multi-streaming plugin, and it was okay. I didn't like how it didn't allow me to put in a thumbnail, right? Because some of the other ones do, like ATM allows you to do that, and the Streamlabs one allows you to put in a plugin. I mean, to put in a thumbnail. So I think I might go back to the Streamlabs one. Even though both of their all of the plugins that I get for OBS that you know say they'll do multi-stream chat and stuff, the YouTube chat is always broken. And so then I always have to go to YouTube and just pop the chat out and put it over the top of my OBS. Which is fine. I mean, that's fine. Oh, I should do the thing. Watch this, guys. I have a new feature. Downloading packs. Let's get it going. Hang on a second. It's taken the special feature that I was going to show people. Just a second. I have my stream deck all set up. I've actually prepared. I know that's unusual for me, right? Oh, I didn't mean to join that. I hate the new UI. I hate it so much. Everybody hates the new UI, Mojang. I didn't mean to. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, we all hate the UI. We're all afraid we're gonna like dox ourselves and expose the IP. It's so dumb. I don't even know what Mojang was thinking. Yeah. I'm working on a set of map art letters. I'm building the letter Y. And you're like, well, how come? And I'm like, because. It's gonna be part of my like decorating the base. So I'm only gonna build probably 2 letters on stream. I'm not gonna stream all night probably, but I am gonna like knock out a couple letters and show how you can use one letter to get to the next letter. So I'm gonna do X and Y. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So let's hit this. Boom. Look at that. That's right, camera in camera. Then look, I can switch them just with a push of the button on my stream deck. Look at that. Isn't that fancy? Yeah, that's my cam account. Here on BrokeRock we have cam accounts. Oh, that's crooked AF, right? You guys deserve better than that. Yeah, I don't want to watch me build crooked letters. Yeah, how fancy is that, right? Yeah, I can show you the alphabet literature in just a second. I think the player animations in this texture pack are a little fast for all I can see. Yeah, it's a you can't see him because I think the spectator modes are invisible. But I have a spectator cam up there. Yeah, I'll go show you the letters really quick. I need to clean my inventory out anyways. Let's confirm that I haven't made the letter Y, right? That would be awkward. I have most of the letters. I didn't do A because it's very similar to V. M and W I would never do on stream because they are terrible. Yeah, Y for Olga. I would never do M and W on screen because I love myself. Also, S is really hard, but A and V are very similar. And if I feel like doing them tonight, I will. But yeah, W and M will not be done on camera. K's not too bad. You know, it would be easier to just place the white over the blue instead of just taking the blue up as long as the blue is the background. Well, the blue isn't the background, is the problem. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking like, well, just make it solid blocks. But this is a snow area, so then snow would build up on them. See down here at this end of the field. So like, I don't remember where the snow line is, but it's it runs kind of like diagonally through this whole thing. So that, like when it starts snowing and raining and things, it's raining here and then it'll start snowing like right here. So if I didn't have jack-o'-lanterns and things underneath here, snow would build up. So if it was just a solid block of cyan, which is what that is, then it would build up a snow like this. F's in the chat for those who've seen it. What does that mean? Oh, the chicken. Yeah, just for the chicken. I need to spam that all over the what do you call it? Spawn area. I told Lever I was gonna put that up. I built that in me and Lever and I don't know Rex and DGC. Just I don't know about 4 or 5 of us were hanging out in chat, and I just built that in chat, just as a joke. Phantom maybe. No, none of the pranksters are on. I don't know. I don't know what happened. What there? I took damage though, right? The F map was glitching. I thought the J was a little wonky. I might redo that. That's the only one that I saw that had a problem. I just think it's bad because I kind of piggybacked on the U instead of just making a whole new map art. Yeah, I'm gonna do Y, then I'm gonna do X, and then we're probably gonna call it a night because I don't know how many map arts people are really willing to sit through. Like I said, these two will kind of flow into each other. And maybe I will put together a short video explaining the history of my iron farms on the server. Oh, it could be. RTX is sometimes a little flickery because it relies so much on the torches. But I have a plan for that. I have a plan for the lighting in there. But this is step 1, right? So like I need these letters to do a lot of the decorating in there. And then step 2, I will do the lighting. But I don't like the torches because they are so fickle and so dark. It's very much mood lighting in there currently. I love the way RTX looks, but it's so dark. Which is why I cannot use it in the Nether, which is part of the reason why I'm not going to the Nether. And the other part is just, I'm just not going to go to the Nether. Unless I absolutely have to. I think I've been to the Nether a few times so far this season. One time to save Phantom from some bullies. Some piglin we're getting. And one time to get those horses from Minion. I think that's it. Oh, I was gonna go hunt gas one time, but there weren't any gas on it. We were global capped. But yeah. I made a whole thumbnail for that too, and I couldn't do it because it was we were global camping. What's up, Jomica? I didn't realize that was Jomica that said that. My Twitch chat makes everybody's name blue, so like dark blue, and it's hard for me to see that against the black background. Yeah, but see my fancy cam account. See, like I can swap them like that. Fancy, I know, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, right? And I've been making all the letters the same, right? So like the width of all of the parts of the letters is the same. Man, wolves, I ain't got time for that mess. Like, I have time to be picking up their scraps they throw on the ground. We have letters to build. Yeah, because I know that I have that pumpkin here, I know that I'm now back to the center. That's the center block right there. Isn't that cool? That's why a little bit of like, most of this stuff is just like geometric shapes, right? So like you figure out how to break it down into like geometric shapes and then just go ham on it. I mean, obviously I'll have to remove all that and fill it all in with white, but yeah, we're really making progress. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And here's how I decided on like the spacing for the letters, right? So like a letter E has 5 parts, right? So I know that this is approximately 96 blocks. It's just 98 blocks, but so that gives me 100, right? So then divided by 5 is approximately 20. That's how I decided on the numbers. Is that if I had the legs of an E would break into 5 parts, and then you just make all the letters the same. You get kind of like a standard, I guess the word is font, but even though I think I need to redo the letter J because I think it's wonky. That it's not hard work, it's more like tedious and paying attention, right? And a little bit of prep work goes a long ways. And at some point these will be for sale. Maybe I'll build a shop, I don't know. I don't find much use for diamonds, which seems to be the things that people want to trade, but bottom half is a little wide. I don't think it will be once it's all done. I think it'll look real similar. I think once all the blue is cut out right here, it'll really like widen it up. If it does look a little wonky, I have been known, like on the, I'll show you on the Z how I did actually widen it. If it looked funky, I do modify it ever so slightly. Because sometimes diagonals look a little skinny, even though they are the same width. So I will agree that sometimes diagonals look a little wonky. See the F look. That's weird. That's got to be a lighting issue, right? Why is it doing that? That's weird. Okay, it stopped now that I put a torch there. But yeah, the Z, like, that is so many blocks. It's like 26 or 28 blocks like across it, because it looks so skinny going diagonally. And I think that J looks wonky, so I'm gonna fix that. I think I'm gonna move this upper part in a little bit, and I'm gonna put a hat up there, and I'm gonna make the curve again, because see, it really is just the U with that right there cut off. Yeah. Like I said, I think this upper part right here needs to move over, right, to give me a little bit of room, and then it needs a little hat, right? It needs a little upper like crossbar like a T has, and then it like I said, I tried to cheat it, right? I just tried to use the U. Cause like, okay, here's how I started. I did the H first, right? And then I did the N. And then I got rid of that stuff. And I did the E. And then I did the F. And then I did the P. And then I did the R. And then I want to say I did the B. And then I did the D. And then I did the O. And the Q. And the C. And I think that's where oh, wait, but after the H, I did the L. The L was in there. And then I think that after the C is where... Man, what is up with the F, right? That's weird. Maybe it's a chunk border thing. I don't know. The eye does look very skinny, I will say, but I promise you it is the same width. It just looks that way. They're exactly both exactly 20 blocks wide. But yeah, I think I will redo the J, and I might redo the I because I think it looks kind of skinny. And if I'm gonna put a little crossbar on the J, right? If I'm gonna put a crossbar on the J, I'm gonna redo the I and put a crossbar on it also. Yeah, I will fully admit that the J looks wonky. For sure. Oh, did somebody else sleep at night? Okay. Yeah, some of these letters are a little hard, right? You know, obviously because circles don't exist. Let's count this one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I promise you this is exactly how wide the I is. 20 blocks. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the F, man. That's bizarre. But I might redo the I, and I'm definitely going to redo the J. And if I put a crossbar on the J, the I will get a crossbar also. Just for consistency reasons. Ooh, Jack's got a new skin. Interesting. You know, there's a few people that change skins all the time, right? Like they just have like Lever is one of them too. Jax and Lever change skins a lot. And somebody else. One of the other guys. EnhancedRain maybe? I don't remember. And you can hear the iron farms working underneath here. So like, as I am sitting up here making maps, just minding my own business, I'm making iron. I have so much iron. If the people on the server don't calm it down with all the iron farms, I'm gonna build a huge stacked iron farm and ruin the iron economy. Move it along, Cal. What I like about this RTX pack, where I don't like about... Oh, Lever told me about this other RTX pack. I might start using it too. The I can't tell you the name of it right now because I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to ask him again. But essentially, it allows you to hold torches in your hand, and like the torches in your hand light the weight, which I thought was really cool. So like when you're like exploring in caves and places, that the torch in your hand will light up. I thought that was really cool. I'm gonna try to do the whole season in RTX. Cause I know Lovedust is doing RTX videos and Lever is doing all kinds of enhanced graphical things. I'm gonna download it and see how it plays with my vanilla RTX, because what I don't like about a lot of the RTX packs, and I may end up just downloading it and see what I can do about modifying it if I don't like some of the stuff in it, is what I don't like about a lot of the RTX packs is that it doesn't look like Minecraft. This is what I want out of packs. I want it to look like a cow, just a little bit better, right? Just a little bit sharper, with a nice shadow and things. That's all I want out of a pack. Make it look just like vanilla, just a little better. And I don't understand why that's so hard for the vast majority of pack makers to understand. If I can't figure out that it's a cow, that's a whole problem. It might be called something lighting. I don't remember what it was called. I almost downloaded, but it was on MCPEDL. And I didn't want to mess with it. It was too late at night and I wasn't paying attention. So I don't go there unless I'm really paying attention, because that's how you get viruses. And I have a separate pack that turns wool into this flat color right here. So that's why that does that. It's actually from Bedrock Tweaks. I have so many resource packs, like 4 or 5, maybe more than that. I have an iron farm as well on platform in the sky with that normal natural moth farm, and I'm also growing trees, kelp, and bamboo actively. I'm planning on chopping down a bunch of bamboo. The stuff that spawn over in the shopping district. Yeah, I need to work on some shops and things. I haven't done any of that. Maybe I'll look into that next. No, but I just have to have the biggest iron farm on the server. And at any point in time I find out that I don't have the biggest iron farm on the server, then that's going to be a whole problem. It's going to set off an iron farm race. And nobody wants that. We're in Sim 6, and I built one in my long-term world that is in Sim 4, and it's 110 villages. It makes 24,000 ingots per hour. I did that just for fun. So in Sim 6, God knows what I can do. I mean, could I do 200? Maybe. Jomica wants the iron farm race. Yeah, this is just a like the carpet is just a and it does it for wool too. It is just a pack from Bedrock Tweaks. I actually have quite a few things in my Bedrock Tweaks, like no pumpkin blur, that kind of thing. I mean, obviously we have no pumpkin blur on the server too, but yeah, I just like the way wool looks. And so like when I use it for map arts and when I use it for all the things, then I like the wool because I like all the colors and it's super easy to get. As opposed to concrete. Concrete is such a pain to get and use. All the things. And Jomica does not want an iron farm race. Listen, I have a bunch of land around here that nobody is trying to build in, and nothing but time. It's gonna be a long season. I will build crazy, ridiculous things that make people cry. I need to time mine, see how many iron per hour. I'm using about 2 stacks an hour, but that might be most iron farms, unless you're just doing it really slow or something, are about, if you have 20 villagers and a full-size spawn platform, are probably in the 350 to 385 range. So let's say you're killing with a lava blade and you're not just like doing it really slow or something. It's about 350 to 385, which is about 5 stacks, right? Maybe 6 stacks an hour of ingots. I'm gonna go chop those trees down, putting this shadow on my. I wonder if that makes. Oh, that probably doesn't affect it because it wouldn't be in the vanilla. I was gonna say, I wonder if it affects the map. Maybe later in the season we'll try the animation thing again. I just don't want to make that many maps right now currently. I'm trying to get things going. That's like a late season kind of project. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about the RTX is that like pumpkins don't glow. Because in non-RTX, at nighttime this place is lit up like a I don't know, like the sun out here. So bright. Yeah, generally you have to like let it warm up a little bit, and then like start spawning golems, and then start counting. But generally, most iron farms are gonna be more than enough for a single person. No one's gonna use that much iron. Unless you just plan on using iron blocks as a decoration. Which I am known to do sometimes. Which, how cool would that tunnel be if it was full of iron blocks? Because I actually did that on my long-term world, is built the tunnels out of iron blocks. And then in RTX, because it's so reflective in there, it looks really cool. So maybe I will build the iron, like a huge iron farm. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just leave it at the 4 stacked iron farm until I find out somebody else has started stacking iron farms. I know Judd said he was thinking about making a stacked iron farm. Of course, Jomica, the well-known iron farmer. It's always those two right there. It's always the mods on the Discord server. They're always the ones causing the problems. Oh, we're making pretty good progress here. I don't know how long I've been streaming for, but 1.5. Is that right? 1.5 hours? 1 hour and 24 minutes? That's crazy. I guess we're not making that much good progress. We're trying to kind of going slow. I guess I don't realize how long it takes to do these letters. I don't know if people are gonna watch a 4-hour video of me making the letter Y. Maybe they will, because then they'll understand how much work it is. Crafters use iron and use hoppers like crazy. Did you know that 1,000 chests is worse than 1,000 hoppers? Like, yeah, chests are pretty terrible. There's a lot of things that people can do for lag, right? And I don't want to be that guy that constantly harps on mob count and lag prevention, right? And that's one of the things I'm going to do when I start like kind of cleaning up my area here, is I'm going to spread the chests out. So like putting like let's say you have 60 chests, right? If you put them all in one chunk, that is so bad. Like, no, spread them out over 3 or 4 chunks, right? It's and if you don't know, you don't have like a chunk border resource pack, that's fine. Just count 16 blocks and then put them down again. Spread your chests out. Spread them out over different chunks. It's so much better. Yeah, I'm gonna once I get these letters done, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna work on some of the lighting and things, and clean up all the torch spam and do all the things. And then I'm going to relocate all my chests and do, because like it's one thing for me to say all these things, right? I actually don't have any. I have 8 sheep and like 2 or 3 horses. That's the only mobs I have over here. Because villagers don't count, golems don't count. They don't count against the mob count. So yeah, I preach, cleaning up things and lag prevention and all these things, and I'm actually going to do it here pretty soon. But I didn't want to do it before I got these letters done, because I like to label everything so I can find things quickly. And I don't like to read signs. I'm gonna try to start streaming a little more often, maybe a couple times a week, maybe more. I don't know, more, maybe less. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of get this one going because I knew there would be issues like my mic being off for 10 minutes, things like that. I swear to God, if you don't use OBS like every day, if you don't look at it, if you don't look at OBS every single day, there will be some problem, and I don't know what it is. It'll pick your wrong microphone, or it'll do something. There'll be a plugin that's out of date. It's always something with OBS. But if you don't use it for at least a week, guaranteed you're gonna have an issue. You're gonna have an audio issue, or you're gonna have one of your scenes is the transform is wrong, or it's something guaranteed. And I don't know what it is, and I don't know, like, nothing changes, no updates happen, no nothing, and it just, OBS will just, I don't know, it'll just lose its mind. It's like, oh, it's like a needy girlfriend that you just haven't talked to in a minute. Like, you didn't talk to her all day, and so now she's mad at you. That is OBS in a nutshell. I looked at this thing called, what is it called? Meld? I downloaded that and I looked at it and I almost used it, right? But it's missing a couple of things that I really like to have. Namely this picture-in-picture thing, right? So, like, how that works is I send it over from like one computer to the other, and you can't quite do that on there yet. But it has a lot of really cool features. But yeah, I might give that a shot. It's the new product. But I also might just go back to using Streamlabs plugin for OBS. It does the multi-streaming and things. Even though I did like the simplicity of the Stream Elements one, I didn't like that it didn't let me put the thumbnail in it, and I had to go like manually do it in OBS in YouTube. Because all the other ones, ATM and Streamlabs plugin, let me do it in the plugin. Yeah, it's Meld is very closed source, kind of like how Streamlabs is, right? Which I am concerned about that a little bit. That is a concern. All I really want is a good, reliable plugin that allows me to multi-stream from OBS. That's all I'm looking for. And I go back and forth between ATM, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements for their plugins that go for OBS. And none of them get it right. Not perfect, anyways. None of them, like, they all like do it a little differently, and they all have the pros and cons. And the biggest one is that the YouTube chat never seems to work. So then I have to open up YouTube and pop out the chat and things like that. It's kind of frustrating because they all claim to do all these things, and then like you go, okay, well, I'll download that and install it, and it'll be fine, and I'll try it, and then it just falls up ever so slightly short. The most advanced one was probably the ATM, but it was also the hardest to use. And it was the least polished. I think the Stream Elements is the most polished, but is the least, has the least features. Right? It has a vertical and a horizontal canvas, which is nice. But it doesn't allow you to enter a description. It doesn't allow you to put in a thumbnail. It doesn't allow you to do all those kind of things. And the Streamlabs plugin for OBS, it allows you to multi-stream, right? So you can stream to TikTok, you can stream to wherever, YouTube and Twitch and all the things. And it allows you to put a description, and it allows you to do a thumbnail. But it isn't as smooth as Stream Elements UI. I didn't like the UI of ATM at all. I thought it was terrible. But it was the most advanced. It allowed the most features and the most configurations and things like that. So if you like doing all those things, if you like doing the settings and digging through all the things, if you like doing all that, if you are an Android power user, then that's probably for you. But if you're like me, where you just want to use an iPhone and you just want it to work, my laptop screen is broke, but it has an HDMI hookup. If I wanted to, I could use my phone as a remote viewer. I could play Java on my phone. Nice. Yeah. That's my kind of review of the 3 plugins that people use to multi-stream for OBS, the main ones. I mean, there might be some more I don't know about. I think this Stream Elements, the one I'm using currently, is the one Callie uses. Oh, we need to go dump that carpet off. But yeah, it's I was just like meh. This is the first time I'm trying it, so I fully expected it for there to be issues. I mean, they're caused by me, so that's, you know, obvious that there would be issues. I don't blame them for my mic being off, but I didn't like I said, I didn't like the way I couldn't put a thumbnail in. Because I actually went and made a thumbnail, which is so unlike me, right? Yeah, I've watched a few videos about the meld and things like the meld studios, and it looks good on paper. But all these different OBS competitors look good on paper. And some of these things might be beyond their control, right? The fact is that they all don't work very well with YouTube chat. It's probably more like a I don't know how to say this word, but like it's more indicative of a problem with YouTube than with the plugins, right? It's probably like the YouTube API not playing nicely with everybody. It's probably a YouTube setting that I need to adjust to give them permission or something. I don't really know. Like I said, this is my first time using this particular plugin, and I might still use it. Might give it another shot. Man, we might not get a second letter done. We might only get this one. So I wasn't planning on this being like a 4-hour stream. I thought I would just get on, check my OBS, crank out a couple of letters, and yeah, that was the plan anyways. You like pina coladas? I do actually like pina coladas. I, however, do not like getting caught in the rain. Maybe these letters will be good for shenanigans. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these letters other than label my base with them. I mean, I'll probably make them available to people at some point. I don't know. I don't know what all my plans for them are, but we'll do something with them. I probably will do numbers and like punctuation and stuff too. I am not going to do one stream though. Thanks for looking into your tunnel and letter building. Need to focus on some work while farming some more iron. Later, Jax. Have a good night. Jax, everyone, a fellow BrokeRocker. I know I mentioned his link was down in the description, but it is down there. Go like one of his videos and maybe subscribe. Or if you are subscribed, go unsubscribe for a week and then resubscribe later. That way it'll freak him out because his number's moving around. Let's see, today is, what day is today? Is today Monday? Is that what day it is? I don't know. All the days seem the same to me. So today is Monday. I will probably stream again on Wednesday or Thursday, maybe. I'll try to crank out all the letters before then, and maybe we will go fight the Ocean Monument on Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday. I'm gonna try to do that. Like, I'll probably try to stream twice a week, and then maybe I'll fight the Ocean Monument on Friday. Let's plan on fighting the Ocean Man on Friday, and that way I'll do like kind of like a building and a thing like that, and then we will do fighting stuff. We'll do a building stream and a fighting stream per week. That way I'll have time to put the thumbnails and stuff together and get all the things that I need to get prepared. Because eventually I'd like to turn that into a farm up there. Because I want the frog legs. Who knows, maybe I'll stream every night. You never know. But I probably won't be doing any more maps stuff for a while. I'm going to crank these letters. I'm going to crank to them tonight. It doesn't matter how late I have to stay up. I'm going to finish all of them tonight, but I'm not going to stream it. So just know that next time you see me, I'll have a set of letters. And maybe I will record kind of like the history of what I did during that month. I do have some like footage and some like downloads and things. Crank something together. And if people want to see how I built the stacked iron farm that's down below, because like it's literally right underneath here. Like over there in the middle, it's directly underneath that. And so while I'm building this map art, it's still loading the iron farm most of the time. I really should have put in a bigger collection system because I have to go clear it out all the time while I'm making maps. Like every letter or every other letter, depending on how long it takes each letter. I'll have to clear it out because it'll be full. I don't know if I have enough. I mean, I might have to go down and use the wool farm. I don't know if I have enough white wool for this. It's a pretty big letter. I think that's right. Today's Monday, right? I don't have to go look at a calendar. That's the only problem is that at nighttime I have trouble seeing where I have and haven't. Maybe I should build a system that just like I don't want to break all the carpets though, because that would take longer than put it all back down. I have done that. Like I did it last season where I built the map art, and in the end is where I just like the whole thing was white, right? And so I just put carpet down over where I wanted to like do the outside of the letters, right? Does that make sense? And that was fine, but you can't do it right here like that because the and if I had jack-o'-lanterns, I might cover the whole thing in jack-o'-lantern. I mean, in sea lanterns. If I had sea lanterns, I would consider doing that. Right, just replacing the whole thing with sea lanterns. Because then the sea lanterns would shine through. You can just move the carpet and get the sea lanterns, but I don't have any sea lanterns currently. I don't, especially not enough to do this. You know what I don't like about this is I don't like how it's pointed at the end. I think I'm gonna flatten those off. I think that's why I have a problem with this. That's at least one of the problems, right? There's probably multiple problems. I probably don't need all this stuff in my inventory. I think it should just be flat across here. That'll fix at least some of the problems, right? I don't remember what I've done in the past is the problem. Like I've made these letters a few times, and I really enjoy having them in a world. I really should remember what I did. I think that's better. it might make the base look too skinny. I don't know. I'm gonna do both sides and then see what it looks like. This is the problem with doing artistic stuff, is like it's so subjective, and like I always second guess myself like a million times before I decide that it's good enough. I seriously doubt we'll have time for a separate letter, because it usually takes me so long to decide. I should have picked an easy letter like I or L or something. The top is 20, make it 18, base looks too small. The top is 20. It's so hard to judge diagonals, because a lot of times the diagonal will look too skinny. Like in the letter Z, I had to make it like extremely wide to make it. Let's just measure how far it is across and diagonally. Yeah, it's exactly 20. That's 19. If I need to take off any more, I'm going to take it off on the underside of the wall. I don't know. I need to fill in with the cyan before I decide. If that's enough. It's always the diagonals that give all the problems. Even the curves are not that bad. It's always the diagonals. I think I might take 2 off the bottom too. Might as well get some more sand. I think I might shave off 2 underneath on the bottom side of the Y also. Not the, like the bottom side of the top. Now that I'm looking at it. Isn't that wild? That like just changing the direction that you're holding them, like it is so much darker. RTX is so good and so terrible all at the same time. It had so much promise, and then I feel like Mojang's heart was never in it. It makes me sad because it's so good. Look at that. That is so good. Like the shadow system is so good. I've played around with it a little bit in the like the preview and stuff, the deferred rendering, and it that looks good also, but it's nothing compared to RTX. Where RTX really shines is glass. Because I have the better RTX installer, right? So like this is stuff that the community made. It's called Better RTX, and it's essentially a mod for Bedrock. It actually like installs into the client, and it is so much better. It fixes a lot of the bugs and problems that RTX has that Mojang never did fix. And it adds a lot of things that they just never got around to doing. I think that looks better. I'm gonna go with that, and if I hate it, I can always redo it later. But for tonight's purposes, that's gonna be good enough. I think we'll just get this letter finished and then we'll call it a night. Like I said, I'll probably stay up all night finishing the rest of them, but I don't know how much more I can talk. Like I said, I'm kind of getting over some crud. I just kind of wanted to get my OBS checked out and get that all situated and make sure both my computers played nice and make sure my stream deck still worked. And it is so many moving parts to a stream. And then later this week, we will go fight the monument. That'll be exciting. Maybe I will convince some of the BrokeRockers to be there. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want them stealing my sponges, mainly. And it's hard for me to like go, hey, come help me kill all these guardians, and not reward them. But sponges are kind of like a limited thing, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll pre-rate it and get the sponges. Those sponges better be there though, because I definitely marked that on the base locations. Also, that's a really hard one to raid, because once you're in, like once you break the ice and you go in, because you have mining fatigue, you it's hard to get out, right? So like it's easy to run out of breath. It's probably more dangerous than most pushing monuments. I wish I was almost over the crud. Kid brought home something. Everyone else is fine. I am still coughing, but the like, yeah, I don't feel bad. I just have like my voice is kind of just raspy and I cough and sniffle all the time. Like, I don't feel bad. I got it out in West Texas. The wind was blowing that day super bad, and I don't know. I was born out there, but now when I go out there, my allergies and stuff act up, and it's just gross. Everybody out there has COVID and measles and every other kind of pox that you can only get from making out with that animal. Yeah, there's like a big measles outbreak in Texas, which is wild to me. Like, 2025, people, get your lives together. Magma blocks with Frostwalker boots. I do have some. Oh, I don't have Frostwalker boots. I could get some probably. I do have some magma blocks, I think. And if I don't, I could probably get some. I would have to turn off my RTX and go in the nether, though, which I don't like doing. I could use what is it, soul sand to make bubble columns. That is a good alternative. That is a good idea. bubble columns. I do have some soul sand. I did buy it from Lever. I traded it for something out of books or pickaxes or something. I don't remember what I traded him, but it was a good trade on my part. Old Lever is one of my favorite new people of the whole server. I don't know if people have had much chance to interact with him, but he is. What's up, Dara? The place blocks beside the corner, so you can place a sand block in the corner and the sand balls and leaves. Yeah, I probably just use soul sand. That way I can still wear my depth strider boots and all the things. I don't know what day I'm gonna do it. Probably Friday. I'm probably gonna stream Friday and like that. This stream is probably wrapping up, Darren. After I finish this Y, I'm probably gonna wrap this up. I thought I was gonna be able to like crank through 2 letters, but man, this Y was harder than I thought it was gonna be. It's just so much like space in it. Like I'm probably down to about the last 8 letters or so. Some of them are really hard, like M and W. Those are the hardest ones every time. We do have a thing out in Texas, especially in West Texas, called weevils. Weivils, weevils, like boll weevils. I mean, prairie dogs are a thing out there. Like they're a real problem for cattle because cattle will step up in the holes and break their legs. There are like a little bug that like infects cotton and stuff. It's called boll weevil. No, I said measles because people don't know about vaccines in 2025. They think dying is political for some reason. I have weasels. Why? Growing up when I was a kid, I had this huge rabbit, right? I raised him for 4-H. And when it got time to, when I moved down to East Texas, we just kept him, and we had some chickens and stuff. And he just kind of hung out with the chickens and thought he was a chicken. He lived with the chickens. He would go get in the chicken coop at night. He just was like a free-range rabbit. Yeah, he legitimately thought he was a chicken. He hung out with the chickens all day. He would just, whenever I'd go close the chicken coop, he'd get in the chicken coop. No, that's a little bit of a hillbilly story, but it's based on real life events. But yeah. Yeah, groundhogs are a real problem out in West Texas because they raise so much cattle out there that people will, like, by like groundhogs, I mean prairie dogs. People will actually pay people to come eliminate them. Let's just say that. And it is not uncommon for people to just bring their 22s and just sit out there all day, just, you know, getting paid to eliminate prairie dogs. Because it's a real problem. Like it's they burrow underground so much it kills all their crops. It makes holes for cattle to step in, and then the cattle break their leg, and you know you got thousands of dollars wrapped up in these cows that it's It's not something you can afford to have them break their leg. People don't like to hear that especially vegans, right? Vegans really hate to hear that their granola bar is not quite as animal free as they thought it was. Those farmers growing that wheat and stuff, they're getting rid of prairie dogs for sure. I don't know what the difference between a groundhog and a prairie dog is, so I don't really know the difference. There might be a difference, or it might just be the same animal with a different name. I don't know all the subtle differences of all the like small varmint animals. I just know, like, I have a lot of family that's like ranches and does cattle and farms and does all the things, so I just know about these things. They're always complaining about prairie dogs. And when I was a kid, we used to go, you know, our parents would they loved when we'd go out there and just shoot them. They'd be like, yeah, take the 22, it's fine. People set up like tables and stuff at the edge of their fields and stuff. Just sit out there all day shooting prairie dogs. Which I know sounds bad, right? That sounds terrible. But it really is necessary for you to be able to eat. All the things that you eat, prairie dogs destroy. So if you eat meat, they ruin cattle fields. If you eat vegetarian stuff, then they destroy that stuff too. The clothes you wear, the cotton that's in your jeans, yeah. All that stuff comes out of West Texas. The wheat for your bread, the meat for your sandwich, the cotton for your jeans, all comes out of there. That sounds right, because they build these big, elaborate tunnels, prairie dogs do. They dig these really long, elaborate tunnels with all these holes coming up out of the ground and stuff. I'm not really sure what a groundhog is. I mean, I've heard of it, but like, I don't know the difference. But I do know prairie dogs are a huge problem. One of the biggest problems in Texas is hogs, feral hogs. It depends on what part of West Texas you're talking about. But yeah, West Texas grows a lot of things. And when I say West Texas, I mean like, I kind of mean like central West Texas. So like Weatherford to like Abilene, that kind of area, right? Around Abilene. And I know that like West Texas is like Lubbock to like El Paso, but that part is desert and nobody cares about it. Yeah, a lot of that stuff, I guess it's probably more central Texas, but I live in the east part of the state, so I really think of everything west of Fort Worth as West Texas. That's where my break is, where I just go, ugh, I gotta go to West Texas. Right, so that's where I divide it. I divide the state at Fort Worth. I don't know how familiar people are with how Texas is laid out. Yeah, in baseball, guys. No, the people brought these big Russian boars over from well, obviously from Russia, but for hunting purposes, and then they got out and they are everywhere now. And even just a regular pig, right? So like, let's say you have a pig on a farm, right? So like, it's a cute little pink pig. If you let that pig go, within 6 months, that thing is going to be a crazy feral hog. The difference between feral hog and like a farm raised hog is very little. They're not genetically different. They are the same. But we also have those big giant Russian boars that are genetically different. But a lot of these feral hogs are just hogs that escaped off the farms. And they have so many babies, and they just root up all the vegetation and like ruin trees. What little trees you might have. I'm gonna say that's kind of done, right? I don't see any issues with that. We probably need to go. Yeah, 1,000 pounds, 100%. Some of those big Russian boars are way heavy, but yeah, it's not uncommon to see just a regular pig be 600-800 pounds. Man, I don't know who's on the server, but they're not doing a good job of sleeping. Like I said, this is kind of step one in the plan of decorating TVWXY. Oh. This isn't obviously permanently going here. I just want to put it here and see how it looks. Yeah, I think that's fine. Like, obviously the eye, I don't think is thick enough, but if you compare it to like the Q and like stuff like that, I think that's fine. It's good enough for government work. Yeah, this is step one in decorating my base, my work area. Is having letters that I can properly label stuff. And the second part will be to work on lighting that isn't torches. So where we are is great, and I have seen some farm animals go nutty. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's kind of probably too cold up there for pigs. They don't have a lot of fur, and while they are kind of hairy, it's real thin hair usually. I mean, I could probably see how some of those like big Russian boars could probably survive up there, but most like farm pigs that just turn feral generally are pretty hairless. XYZ. Man, I do not know why that F is loose in it. I just do not know. It's got to be a chunk border here, right? Let's go see if we can find a Nautilus shell and see where the... Oh, I don't think I have that pack on. That's food. That's none of the things we need. I know I have Nautilus shell somewhere, right? Yeah, I don't have my resource pack on that shows chunk borders. But that's what I would imagine the problem is, that it's a chunk border problem. Oh, Dara, you haven't seen iguanas or invasive? Florida has a ton of invasive species. This is my iron farm, Dara. Currently, it's four villages. might make a tutorial about that. Just rebuild it one time. I don't know if people would be interested in that. But the good part about it is that even while I am making map art, I'm just right up there. So I'm close enough to load these iron farms. I'm on the invisible glass. It's obviously glass right there. And I could have like made like an underground contraption to collect all the things and do all the storage, but I just didn't. Yeah, I've been really impressed with the RTX lately. So I've been using it. Lovedust has been using her RTX and Lever and a couple other people, but yeah. I've been pretty impressed with the RTX lately. I need to do some of the things with the lighting because torch spam is not okay, but for right now, it's gonna have to just live that way. Yeah, but I just have like chests everywhere, and I really need to like break them up and put them in like their separate storage areas. And I want to label everything, so that's why the letters. And I found this RTX pack. Well, it's actually part of this pack, but it allows the terracotta, like a carbon clay, to glow. So I'm gonna do that. This tunnel right here, Derek, goes all the way to spawn. I'm not gonna do it again because it takes like 5 minutes to go there, but it's much better to go to spawn that way. But yeah, I want to get all this decorated. I want to put some like micro farms in here. I've really been kind of holding off to like let the season get started before I started doing too many things. Yeah, I want to finish this letters. I'm gonna try to finish most of them tonight. I'll probably do the X, but I'm probably not gonna do it this stream. I'm probably gonna end the stream. I'm gonna work on them off camera a little bit. Yeah, that's what it takes to make the letters. So when I make these available at some point, people are going to say, "Oh, it's too expensive," and I'm going to be like, "Yeah, but it's many hours of my life." I have my my lava. Like I said, I really like the RTX, but man, it is so dark without torch spam. And I need to get the hardened clay going. I probably will change these villagers. Instead of trading wool to them, I will trade... I mean, how good does that look, right? I probably will trade these guys to... What do you call them? What are the guys with the stone cutters? I'm having a moment. I can't think of their names. I could do that. I just haven't done it yet. I've been keeping it low tech and just kind of... This is my AFK spot if I want to AFK. I've been keeping it low key. His armor doesn't show up. He's wearing armor. This horse is wearing armor. Oh, this horse is not wearing armor. That's not my horse. What happened to my horse? That I don't think that's my horse. Somebody stole my horse. Oh, I probably got on the wrong horse when I did go through the tunnel. Okay, that makes sense. I left my war horse. Okay, that is my other horse. Okay. I was confused. I was so confused. Oh, let me show you something I've recently found. Like, since we started this season, right? This was like an update or two ago. And this is why I started putting in, like, iron doors, right, in between them. Because I used to just use trap doors, right? I used to just use trap doors in between the villagers. See that? He opened that trap door. The librarians can open trap doors now. Masons, that's what they're called. Thank you. Yeah, these the librarians can open the trap doors. So they were opening the trap doors in between them in my old iron farm. So I have now started using, and only the librarians can do it for some reason, and I don't. So I assume it's some kind of bug, or maybe it's bugged that the rest of them can't. See, those guys open their own trapdoors. But these guys can't do it, and those guys can. These guys right here can open their trapdoors. So if you're using trapdoors for librarians, in between the villagers, right? Because see, that's an iron door. They can't open an iron door, but they can open regular doors. I don't know. It's a mystery. It's like a bug. I don't know. But they absolutely can. I thought that was kind of interesting. When I built the first iron farm here on the server, I noticed that. So I started using iron doors. So if anybody else is using librarians, just know that they can open the trapdoors. I'm gonna go get my good horse. And then I'm going to end the stream. Yeah, it's just a heads up if you use trapdoors and things for villagers. Like, putting them over them is still fine, but like if you put them between them, like as a spacer, you know, then they can absolutely open those trapdoors and stand on them and stuff. And move around. For anybody that wasn't here at the beginning of the stream, this is my 4,200 long block secret tunnel. Shh, don't tell anybody. Some notable things is coming up here on the left in a couple hundred blocks is the tunnel to my very own personal end portal. I guess other people can use it if they have to. This way you don't have to go to the nether. I was so glad when Jack picked that other end portal to like be the main one. But yeah, it's right back there. I'm not gonna go down it because it's pretty far, but we have far enough to go as it is. Yeah, I used to use trapdoors between the villagers, and I no longer do. I use iron doors now. But yeah, I mean, it's not a huge problem because it's not the end of the world. But yeah, it is a thing that people should be aware of, that villagers can open trapdoors. At least the librarians can. I haven't found any other professions that can do it, but those can. Isn't that weird? doesn't that seem like that's glowing a lot, right? That's the overhead cam of the building area. Is it daytime or is it nighttime? Can't really tell, but that seems extraordinarily. I guess I could just look around and tell this. Yeah, it's nighttime, right? That's weird that it's so lit up. Do I have RTX on this? Surely I do, right? Oh, I thought there was a block hanging down low. Sorry, this tunnel is just really, really long, and I really need to put in a train track, but I just have not done it yet. That is on the future upgrade plans. I mean, think about how insane it is to dig a 4,200 long block tunnel, this wide, this big. This is probably the longest and biggest secret tunnel on the server. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I looked over to the left at my other computer, and I thought that is wildly bright. I don't think the RTX is on that computer. I mean, it can do RTX. I just don't think it is currently doing RTX. I guess it doesn't matter since it's only doing overhead cam of that, but. Could just turn it off like that, then you guys don't have to see it. Or I could do it like that, or I could do it like that, or do it back like that. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I thought somebody messed with my horse, but I think when I went to spawn earlier at the beginning of the stream, I just accidentally switched horses. I wasn't paying attention. There is my horse. See, that means war horse. It translates to war horse. So I guess that's it for this stream. The next stream is going to either be when I fight the Guardian Monument, or when I decide enough is enough and I finish building the birch house. Right? Windows and roof and all the things. There are some, what do you call them? Loose ideas about how to finish it. I don't know which one of those will win, but this house is unfinished currently and needs a lot of work. But Judd and DJC and I have not had time to get together to work on it. So either I will be working on that, because I have a cool idea for it and DJC has a different one. And maybe I will kind of combine the two. But I like the material I picked out better, and I like the design that he did better. But I don't currently have all of the materials that I need. Because Lever was explaining to me that Boy Mansion over here, that's what he calls it. Boy Manor is taller than the birch house, and I did measure it, and it is 10 blocks higher than the birch house, so it does need a roof to retake the highest point in the village. So that is something I will be doing soon. If DJC or Judd don't do something about it, because it can't just go on with no roof, right? That's it's like the worst house in the whole spawn village because it doesn't. All the rest of these houses are all finished and stuff. Even Mustang finished her house. I don't know if she's made a video about it, so I'm not going to go over there and show you. But yeah, this house it needs some attention. I'll just say that. I don't know what all we need. I have most of the roof material. I probably need some more birch logs, but I'll plant those over the next couple of days. And I think blackstone, but I think I can craft that here on the server. I think it's you can craft blackstone. So yeah, blackstone and probably birch logs. Yeah. But I'm not gonna count that because it's not very tall. Yeah, but I don't think that's actually in the village. I think it's way over there somewhere. I'd have to go look. I only know that Boy Manor's taller because I looked on the download. I wasn't even sure I really believed him. You can't take Lever at his word. He's a wild one. But yeah, I want to finish this, and I'm obviously going to finish those letters off stream. And then I want to get my area kind of decorated and kind of situated to be able to use RTX more. Not more better. That's not a word, but like in a more clear way. I want better lighting over there is what I'm getting at. So I need to get the hardened clay blocks going. Because I have an RTX pack that'll make those light up. There's already plenty of ambient lighting because that's already taken care of by the jack-o'-lanterns. But yeah, so the plan is for the next week or two is to finish this, finish the letters, do the lighting, and attack the ocean monument. Yeah, it's basalt and coal or something like that. Charcoal also. I don't really know what T has been up to over here. I haven't been keeping up, but yeah, it cannot stand that Boy Manor is taller. That will not stand. Lever is my friend and my enemy. He's my frenemy. He did make these horses for me though. And I done warned Lever about having chickens. Lever has too many chickens. He has too many animals. He takes up the mob cap. I'm not gonna go inside Boy Manor. If you wanna know what goes on in there, you have to watch Lever's video. LeverBoi 69. Link down in the description. I did tell him I was gonna come kill his animals, so I'm gonna go see how many chickens he has, and if he has a bunch, I'm gonna murder him right here on stream. Oh, I told him about this. Let's see how many got here. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna allow it. That seems like fine. That's kind of pushing the line, but all these chickens. It's too many, Lever. How good does RTX look, right? Look, when it rains, it makes puddles. That is so good. It is so sad that they look, this is what I'm talking about right here, right? It's like when you're at spawn There's like 10,000 chickens. I'm not gonna kill all of the chickens, but let's see. I'm gonna leave him. That's 2. These guys are dead. I'm gonna leave him 2 chickens. This is a chicken coop that the chickens can't even get in. You made a chicken coop the chickens can't get in. What's wrong with you, Lever? I'm gonna go donate this chicken stuff to the community chest. Yeah, the problem is that okay, so we have all these parrots. There's 10,000 parrots here at spawn. There's all those chickens for no reason. Like, he has horses. Lever is just like, I bet he has 100 mobs at spawn. I think so. Like, the problem is that like spawn is just overrun. Man, that looks so good. Spawn is just overrun with mobs, right? It's just so like anytime somebody's at spawn, it's almost guaranteed that we're gonna be global capped. Because there's only 200 possible mobs. So if you have 3 or 4 people on and then somebody's at spawn, it's just like, well, we're done spawning mobs now. I told Lever I was gonna clear those chickens, so he said that was fine. I didn't just go kill his chickens without telling him about it. Man, look at that reflection. That's Jomica, I think. Jomica built that. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That thing must be made out of hardened clay. Okay, this is made out of hardened clay. Look. I hear redstone ticking. That's so bad, guys. Get y'all's lives together. This is what I'm talking about. This is what clay blocks look like in the RTX spec I have. So I think that'll be cool, is to like have like light blocks like that. Now nobody else will be able to see them, just people with RTX with the RTX pack I have. Yeah, there are some chicken pranks going on here. Obviously, you can hear some kind of redstone ticking right here. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I say that the clay blocks will light up. It will look like this. How good is that, right? So I'll be able to do lighting things without having to have torch spam everywhere. Maybe I should make a deal with Jomica. He obviously has clay blocks. So. Oh, somebody was making a clay farm. Who was it? I want to say it was one of the new guys. EnhancedRain maybe, or DealxGaming, or... that sounds right. I don't know what those are, but this is that's JP's house. That is what Lever looks like. He looks like that. Yeah, they're not breeding chickens. They're just throwing eggs and stuff randomly. Oh, it's nighttime. And raining. I think the rain looks so good in RTX. Man, look how good that looks. Right? Like like this RTX pack makes clay blocks, right? Which nobody likes clay blocks. Looks so good. Like it actually puts out a light. Yeah, I'm gonna get some clay blocks in. I know I've been over here gushing over Jomica's, because like this is just like regular clay. It looks like a clay pot. Man, I'm gonna hate to have to sleep and get rid of the rain because I think the rain looks so good in RTX. My sword. Yeah, why for all the chickens? Exactly right. That's just my map that I always use that to like update the map. Yeah, I'm really excited to for the this RTX pack I'm using to do lighting. Like I said, that's one of the steps in decorating my bases is getting the letters, and the other one will be collecting clay blocks. Yeah, if people have clay, I would I'll do some deals about it. But yeah, right. So I really want to like jazz up my tunnels and in my area because it's so dark in there. But yeah. I guess that's it for now. That's it for me and for the stream. I need to go work on those letters. I need to end the stream and probably get up and walk around for a minute and go get something to drink and that kind of thing. But yeah, this is fun. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the slime blocks look really cool. You see a zombie? Zombies. It doesn't surprise me because it's not lit up very well over here. I mean, look, here's a parrot right here. That's what I'm saying. There are just mobs everywhere at spawn. I did leave Lever 2 chickens and a whole bunch of eggs in case he wants to rebreed those. Oh, I don't need to be here. This seems like a creeper waiting to happen, right? The birch house, dangerous. That's not even half celebs. What's wrong with us? Zombie was in town. Yeah, I don't like to walk around too much in town when it's nighttime because I'm so worried that I'm going to blow something up. And while I have a lot of things, I don't have everything. So it's, I mean, there might be some kind of exotic material that I can't replace. He must not have been too close to me because I couldn't hear him. But then again, the rain could have been drowning him out. Like, yeah, how good is RTX? Too bad Mojang abandoned it. But I'm going to try to use it most of the season. And, yeah. I kind of wanted to just get a stream in and check all my settings and all the stuff and things. Even though I said I wasn't going to go into the nether, I'm going to show you how bad the nether is for RTX. And then I'm for real done. It's been almost 3 hours. Wow, that's crazy. We streamed for like 2 hours and 47 minutes is what we streamed. Oh, it already went through. See how dark it is in here? It's so dark. Yeah, see how dark? I mean, it's crazy dark in here. But yeah, it's too. I mean, I'm not gonna. That goes somewhere, but the it's too dark to use RTX in the because without RTX, it's just regular. Like there's ambient light. Thank you for hanging out, Walking Stick. Thank you, Dara, JP, Jax, Jomica, anybody else that I missed. But yeah, it's way too dark for RTX and the Nether. And normally this portal takes like a good minute and a half or so. I mean, some people say it takes a lot longer, but I think they have bad connections. But see, I mean, there just are too many mobs. Also, Lever built like half of spawn. So like this is his little stable barn. Man, it's so dark in here, Lever. You need to get your life together, Lever. What does that say? I sold my first horse. Feeling good. I don't mind showing off Lever stuff because he never records anything. So chances are you're never gonna see it either. If I don't show it to you, you're never gonna see it. So like this is his stables. This is his barn. All of this area between. That chicken coop right there, that's him. And then so like this barn, good on you, EnhancedRain. I'm not gonna go through there because I don't think you can get out on that side. But like, all of those animals, right? And then, so like all of this is Lever. This windmill is Lever. Look at the amount of area he just is taking over at spawn. Then like this big mansion right here, it was just all this leading up to it. And I think there's a tunnel. Yeah, there's a tunnel right here. Which, too dark in here, Lever. Making me waste torches in your dark tunnel. Are you running some kind of haunted house with how dark it is in here? But, yeah. So yeah, this tunnel too. I mean, like that's how much, like of spawn area he's taken over. I don't know if he's planning on building a base somewhere. I don't know what Lever's plans are. But yeah, I don't know where this. I wonder where this goes. I shouldn't to go over there on stream. I'm gonna not go over there on stream. That's what I'm gonna not do. But yeah, I know JP is, his base is like over that direction, maybe. Maybe it's over there. I don't know. It's up in the sky somewhere. So go watch his video. I know he's basing around here. Man, Larry, trying to make holes in the ground. But yeah, he's somewhere around here somewhere. I don't know. But if you get a chance to go watch his videos, go watch his videos. Who else? I know Jomica is based somewhere over here on one of these mountains. You can watch his videos down in the description. You're wrong. Okay, Lever live stream from BrokeRock exactly 1 week ago today. He did live stream, but he doesn't record any of the things. I was in the stream. I know. I was in Lever stream. -1000. Yeah, that sounds right. That's where JP's base is. So that would mean it's that direction, but like way back there. Like 900 blocks back that way. But yeah, I'm not gonna show the inside of his mansion. You can go watch his he was breeding horses and things. I bought a bunch of those horses from him. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me for tonight. Good night.